top and Serato doesn't, then yeah, there's a lot of different options right now going on. But yeah, it really opens things up for Mejdi and for Mikhail.
Does. Now let's talk about these clear holds, shall we? Because it's new for me, it's new for a lot of athletes, and there is zero texture on those things.
Absolutely nothing. I actually really like that we got to go up and feel them because I was very curious. I think this is going to split the world of climbing, not just the athletes, whether it's a good idea or not. I think it's really great that we're doing and seeing new, interesting ideas. I guess the test will be if it works.
Exactly. I'm with you on this one. I'm not convinced yet. And the reason I'm not convinced yet is just because it's
new.
It's new, exactly. And I think what is good is you have to try things. You have to push it. And these athletes are so strong. And one thing the setter said to us is look, it makes campus moves differently because the athlete's getting so strong and so good at them that by adding this no texture element, you change the game up a little bit.
Massively, yeah. And that's needed for progression. Wow, you saw his hand fire off before he got going. What I want to know is, are they going to change their tactics on these holds? Are we going to see Yannick's style, where he was pouring water on his hands in the semi-final to hold the one dual texture hold that was there? Worked really well from what I saw. But you know, these athletes, they weren't sat watching semi-finals. They weren't in this box. They weren't sat at home like all of you. Will they have seen that? Will they know that? Will they have talked about it? Because they didn't know that this boulder was here ahead of time.
Well, he's got the sequence down, and this time he makes it to the zone. So we know it's possible.
And ups the chalk up ahead of going to the next hold, which is actually really, really terrible. And the last move is spicy. It's hard right to the very end. Well, not that you would know from watching Nicolai.
No, he's got
unbelievably strong.
It is feet on no texture, but a match for him. And that signals the end of his comp. So a good way to finish things off for Nicolai Uznik. And yeah, well, there we go. I mean, I guess it works.
You've seen that it works.
I was amazed that when he took his hand off to chalk up there, I was sort of holding my breath a little bit because it's like holding on to ice. I mean, they are slippy holds. So he will now not leave the arena. He'll go to the waiting area on the left where he gets to see the other athletes compete.
One thing that's quite unusual on the last board of a comp is that bad skin not being a factor, potentially bad skin being a useful